Hey, good morning, good evening, YGG fam. Hope you guys are all doing well. We've got a very exciting Global Hangouts back here again on a Wednesday, and I'm joined by AC, my co-host here, as always. What's going on, AC?
Of course, I'm doing good, Colin. I'm here, I'm back again, and very excited for tonight's stream. And we're gonna dive in the fantasy world of Pixelmon, and of course, our favorite, what do you call this, mascot. I miss Kevin.
Yeah, the true defining Web3 mascot. Everybody knows Kevin, even if
Yeah,
they're not into Web3 gaming, they're very familiar with the Pixelmon IP and Kevin, right? If you guys were walking around YGG Play Summit last year, you probably would have seen Kevin walking around too. Maybe you got a photo. I know I did. So
definitely.
it's going to be a very interesting session here, as well as we announce some super special collaborations here with the Pixelmon team. But before we dive into that, let's bring them all on. So we've got Passion
Go.
from the team, Eamon, Vi, and Darian. They've brought the whole crew. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Super excited to be with the YGG fam and been looking forward to it for the past few days and excited to share about what we've been building, the cool stuff that we have planned together with YGG and the team. And yeah, thank you so much for having us. The team's very excited. Quick introduction. We have Passion, Iman on from the marketing team. We have Darren who's working on the game, building our games and we really wanted to come and show what we've been building. So super excited to have these fellas with me, and thank you so much for to YGG and to our hosts for this amazing global hangout.
Yeah, no, I've been super excited because we finally get to tease the first partner for our new platform going forward here as we do our migration from the Gap stud setting. You guys are the first one, the head honchos to help us in this migration. So we're going to dive into a little bit more of the details on what that entitles a little bit later. But I've got an icebreaker question for all of you guys on the Pixelmon team. What is your favorite Pixelmon so far? Is it your mascot, Kevin?
I mean, I think for some of the marketing team guys, it's fairly clear who's our favorite mascot because he gets us all the free impressions and socials and virality that one can ask for. So for me personally, it has to be Kevin. Although I really like some of our other, we have so many different, species, so many different characters. But I mean, it takes a while to pip Kevin. So Kevin for sure.
That's it. That's a unanimous Kevin from all of you guys.
Has to be Kevin. He's the most dysfunctional monster among in our own collection, so has to be him. He's a very whip three.
100%.
Yes, Kevin all the way.
Hundred
I
percent.
have to
Right
say
or
though
die.
that
Definitely.
just to quickly show you guys, we have tons and tons of these. We have 202 here, right?
Ooh.
We have all these really cool monsters with evolutions. So you will see if I uh, for example, you go to Behemoth, you see Evolution 2 and Evolution 3, you can see, how they've evolved, their video. So to me, all of them are extremely cool. And if I were to really look at the art, then I would say, some of these guys look, of course, a lot better in terms of the quality and how what represents our IP. But Kevin is iconic, and so Kevin is Kevin.
Kevin is a straight up meme. That's why. And I don't think
Yeah,
Kevin has any evolutions.
not allowed to.
Nope. He's fine just the way he is. Perfect. So for people that aren't familiar with the Pixelmon IP, Vi, do you kind of just want to, enlighten the community if they're not familiar with the story of Pixelmon? Because it is quite the journey. It's quite the story,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, look, for those of you who come from 2021 like me, of course, we have a very interesting story to tell from how it started to the acquisition by LiquidX, led by Julio, who's our CEO and founder, and Chris, who's the co-founder, and sort of really revamping and completely changing uh, what we were, how we were, and to really becoming a studio that is delivering on extremely high quality products, high quality, we've been building high quality games, and we have really got managed to get a really, really good and stacked team. So, things have really transformed for us over the years. As you guys know, our origins come from, our infamous, I guess, NFT collection, uh, which has its ups and downs. And then, after the acquisition, we were able to really sort of recoup it, take it to its newer heights. We had a fairly successful token launch last year, and we've been heads down building our games for the past few months, quarters, I should say, or actually years, but since the token. And let me quickly share with you guys a little bit about Pixelmon before we get into why we are here, which is one specific game and one specific cool collaboration we have going on with YGG. And we'll talk more about it, and I'll let Iman, Passion, and Darian talk more about it. But quickly to share a little bit about who we are and what Pixelmon is. If you can help me put the slides on, yeah, thanks, man. Look, the way we see our world is that Pixelmon is not just creating another IP. We want to redefine the monster collecting genre, and we want to empower fans to play, collect, own, and shape the worlds that you love, right? And what we're trying to do is bring Web3 together with you know community storytelling. We're trying to transform fandom with passive consumption. So the idea is to create a memorable monster collecting IP for adults, so that we can bring back that nostalgia and love people have for Pokemon back in the day, right? And so we are trying to build this IP across three sort of global industries: gaming, which is the bread and butter of what we're doing; anime, and if you guys saw the initial shots, the shot that Fallen Cop showed, it was one of our animes which garnered about 4 million views on YouTube very organically, and we have some really cool stuff coming. And third is of course collectibles, which is our which is really where our sort of journey started. But beyond creating a memorable IP, the one thing that we are very focused on is our gaming IP, which is the gaming products that we're building. And right now we are focused on building two games in-house and one game that we've licensed our IP to be built. So the first game is What in a Stand, which is sort of our flagship game. And it's a turn-based RPG. You will when it's live, I'll share more details about it. But we've been building this for years, and we're super excited to launch it. Uh, as you can see here, it's a turn-based RPG with MMO elements. It's fast-paced combat, 200 plus monsters that I showed you guys before. Um, and it's really, really cool. Our team's been working on it for a while. The reason why we are here to talk to you guys is for Pixelmon TCG, which is a strategic deck building game, and we've just announced the early access for Southeast Asia or Asia this week, and that's why we want to bring it to YGG for something very, very cool. And this is where you can collect monster cards, spell cards, and play with each other and really do really, really have fun with our trading card game, and give us your feedback. Tell us how you guys feel about it, and all that good stuff. And then this is a third one where we are essentially going to be, we have an IP we're building. We have so many monsters. We've sort of licensed it to a very, very well known Korean studio who's building the game. We'll have some sort of we have some sort of an agreement in terms of share. We'll of course help them at different places to launch the game. And this is sort of a third game, but I won't focus too much on it because we are building Warden Ascent and TCG, which are sort of our two primary titles being built in-house. Now, as I said, our gaming IP is one of the parts, as much as it's very core or very central to what we're doing. The second part of it is the anime, and we are currently currently in the we have released, if I'm not wrong, two shorts, both getting 3 to 4 million views on YouTube fairly organically. We've signed a very, very big studio that we are working with to, working in the process to announce. And I wish I could share more details on it, but, we need some time. But the anime is going to be kick-ass. It's going to have multiple episodes. And if you can see the trailer, you know how cool it is. And we've been working on it for the past year or so to really build it. The third piece is, the Pixelmon IP, which is a comic book. This was entirely community driven, but what is an IP unless you have community building stuff for you? And if it, and so we really wanted to make sure it's not just us using our IP, it's also our community building on our IP. And that's where the comic book comes together. We have a fairly stacked team. You guys can see the titles that they've worked on, and these are the guys building our games right now. And that I just wanted to give sort of a quick rundown on what we've been doing since the acquisition, which is we're going to be publishing we're publishing two games. We're licensed our IP for one. We've already licensed our IP once before with very good results with Play Ember. We've launched a couple of other hyper casual games which got really really good numbers a year back. So we've been doing quite a bit, and it's very exciting to now be at a point where the games that we've been building for months and years now are coming to fruition, and super excited to share it with the YGG community. I'll take a pause here, and unless Fallen Corps has anything to add or any questions, we can then shift gears and go to why we are here, which is to talk more about TCG, the game, how to play, showcasing the game, etc.
Yeah. Let's take a quick pause before we get into the real meat and potatoes of it. But yeah, it's very, very amazing. I'm not sure how many people in our community were around for 2021 when, Pixelmon, the collection, first launched. But it was a crazy, crazy journey. And to see the IP get acquired by an actual studio that knew what they were going to be doing with it has been so unbelievable. Like the transformation from NFT collection where it really had no clue and it looked like it was going to be,
Mm.
just another thing to disappear on Web3, which we've seen many many times, to actually like a very well fleshed out IP with so many cool projects going on, right? Like a lot of our community is big anime fans as well, right, AC?
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
to see you guys
Especially our game testers love the anime. It's very badass.
well, that's another big thing, right? Like our game, we had a whole game testing round with Pixelmon very very early with the GTS, and they were blown away with how different it was. I think some of them had some expectations going in with the bad. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily bad, but just the general rumors, right? Before the
Yeah.
acquisition, it's hard to get over negative
Okay.
press early,
Of
right? And
course.
and again, kudos to you guys for doing that so well. But yeah, they only had good things to say. I think the game speaks for itself after you've played it, and to know that you guys are working on so many different projects, it's very very impressive.
No, no, thanks for all the kind words. And no, I totally understand. There is a history, but I hope we've done enough to mitigate that. And now we've of course been building for a few years now to come up with high quality products. Hopefully, you guys will like it. And I think if you see even the monsters and the way they look and the amount of effort we put into change from what was to what is now, and really make it extremely high quality. Um, with evolutions, you can go from evolution 1 to 2 to 3, and your monsters evolve, they become cooler, better, smarter. So we've really tried hard to make sure that the Web3 space, the IP space, the gaming space truly likes what we've been building. And yeah, thanks so much for the kind words.
As well as rolling with the meme that is Kevin already.
Of course. With Kevin, it's been so much fun. Like you mentioned, YGG, we were there today. Today is a pretty special day, actually. We are at Gamescom, and we are there with some of our big partners. We are with AVAX there. So the booth is with AVAX, which is the chain where we are going to be building our games on. There's OpenSea there, there's Parallel there, there's Off the Grid there. So we're all sharing the same booth, and most of us are building on AVAX, and the relationships very deep. But it's very exciting because we are part of that booth with some really really amazing games with some amazing brands like OpenSea and AVAX. We're showcasing our game there. Actually, half of our team is there. That's why you don't see a full house here. You see only some of the guys here. And Kevin is there. and we have some cool competitions going on. So if anybody is in Germany by any chance and is going to Gamescom, please do pop by a booth. It's very very cool. I think the AVAX team has done a phenomenal job of putting it all together, and we are very excited to be there.
It really looks like AVAX is going to be the number one gaming chain. They
Oh
just
yeah,
have so many cool IPs going on. Like you said, Off the Grid is fantastic if you're into shooters, right? They have you as well, and tons of games. Like it's
they have Maple Story. They've really we just feel there is a genuine brand alignment, value alignment in working with them. And we're very excited. We were at the AVAX Summit in London, which was one of the best conferences I've ever been to. And yeah, super exciting, to partner with them, to work with them, and to be building our games on them. Not the chain.
exciting. Exciting. So anybody who's tuning in from Germany, if you're going to Gamescom and you stop by that booth, tell them Vi sent you, and maybe you'll get some extra cool merch.
You guys will get very cool merch, and if you get a picture with Kevin, then Passion, who by the way leads Kevin for us, will has told me that they will have chance to get whitelist for something very cool coming up. So
Oh, there you guys go.
Ooh.
That's going to be another question, I'm sure, from the community is Kevin coming back to this year's YPS in November? Will we see Kevin again?
I would love to get Kevin. I need to have a chat with Sam and Marielle on it. But we want Kevin to be there, maybe in some different avatar. I won't say what exactly, but we have something very cool planned that we've been discussing. If it comes to Fusion, I think people going to YGG event will absolutely love it because it's going to take over Philippines. But let's hope it gets there before I hype it up too much.
Exactly. Can't have you leak too many things.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears now, and I'm gonna give the floor to Iman here. So we're gonna start showcasing the TCG. We're gonna be showing that off, but before we dive into that, you gave me a tutorial video. So hopefully this uploaded correct. Iman, if it's not uploaded correct, just DM me in the private chat and I'll stop the video and we'll go from there. But let's cue this up and then I'll have you walk us through the tutorial.
Yep, sure.
Welcome to Pixelmon TCG 101. Master the basics. The goal? Push the fireball to opponent's base to win the game.
Okay, I'm going to pull that off because it is not sized properly.
Let me try put it on my full screen, and then you let me know if it's working properly.
Yeah, I've got your screen up.
Okay.
Before Ayman starts, I just wanted to take a quick moment to also explain what's happening here before we get into how to play, no? Because I think we haven't given the proper context right now, which is, like I said, we've launched TCG, our trading card game in Asia, early access on Android this week. And while we do this, this sort of next few weeks is very focused on working with very select few guilds to get feedback, to build a community, to have gamers play the game we've been building on, and tell us how they feel about it before we do iOS or a global launch in the coming months. And so this is a sort of a special collaboration we've done, and we've been very selective with who we want to work with, because we only want to go to very very high quality incredible guilds similar to YGG. And so the next few weeks we'll be partnering with a couple of guilds, starting with YGG, to do a tournament with you guys where the YGG community can play the game with a certain limit on the number of people who can play the game. So it's first come first serve. Ayman will take you guys through the mechanics, but the overall idea is for you guys to get a chance to play the tournament for a week or so, starting 25th, if I'm not wrong. So starting 25th of or 25th of August. There you go. It's below, and experience it. Tell us how you feel, whether you like it or not. Hopefully you like it, and give us great feedback, and hopefully have a lot of fun playing it. But all the rules specifics I'll let Ayman share. But I just wanted to give you guys context, so suddenly the how to play video doesn't come in. Ayman might be helpful to first show the trailer if you have that, and then the how to play, so the community knows the game, and the how to play.
Yeah, let me do
Very
that.
nice.
It's a short 30 seconds trailer.
Yeah, there we go. The sound's working. I was worried.
So, like
Perfect.
I said, yes. So it's a competitive mobile card battler. So and then we are launching initially on Android on Asia Pacific. So that's before our global launch later this year. This was a teaser trailer, but I have a very interesting gameplay tutorial to showcase. Take you guys through it. So let me know if I can play it.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay.
Welcome to Pixelmon TCG 101. Master the basics. The goal? Push the fireball to opponent's base to win the game. On the right, the fireball. Push it to the enemy's side to win. In the middle, the lanes. Place your monsters here to battle. On the left, the mana scale. Spend mana to play cards. If it crosses 0, your turn ends. There are 2 card types, monsters and spells. Each card costs mana to play. Monsters stay and fight, spells are one-shot effects. Monsters have attack, health stats, as well as an evolution tier. Each turn starts by drawing a card. You can play, attack, and act in any order. Pro tip: attack first, then play cards. Don't forget to suspend. Tap a glowing monster to attack. If there's an enemy monster in the lane, it will block incoming damage. Destroy it to reach the base and push the fireball. Only Evolution 1 monsters can be summoned directly. Drag it to a lane and attack right away if your mana's still available. Remember, playing cards moves the mana scale. Evolve your monster to EV2 or EV3 by merging a higher tier to lower tier. Evolution costs more mana, but brings more power. You can check Evolution tier here. No EV1 card to play? Suspend a higher EV card to get a copy of lower EV version. You can use your suspended cards to evolve your monsters later. You only have 1 suspend per turn. Use it wisely. Drag spells to target for big effects. Once the path is clear, attack and claim victory. You're all set. Start your journey in Pixelmon TCG.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Amen. So we are seeing there again. I think people that are familiar with TCGs will be familiar with the general mechanics. But Amen, is there anything that people should know, like that suspend mechanic? Do you want to maybe just dive into that a little bit, because I think that's pretty unique.
Ash and Darren, do you guys want to take game-specific questions?
Yeah, I can take.
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so suspension is a very unique mechanism. I don't think other game have, because there's 3 evolution tier. So you need to evolve accordingly, right? From 1 to the 3. But when you get a card that doesn't have the previous one, you can suspend it. So you can suspend that card, and you can get the lower tier of that. So you suspend an Evo 3 card, you will get an Evo 2 card. So that's the purpose of the suspension zone.
So
That's one of
essentially, it takes out the RNG of waiting for that tier 1 card to pop in there.
Yes, because this is a very fast-paced battle. So you don't have time to wait until that. So you can suspend, and even though you suspend, the higher tier will be there. So you can actually combo and even get like Evo 2 in like one turn at all. 1 turn.
Perfect. Yeah, that's very interesting mechanic. AC, have you dealt with that before in any other TCGs? I don't think anything comes to mind for me.
No, not that I'm aware of. Maybe Digimon, what I remember previously, but yeah, that was before.
Showing your age there.
Oh, agree.
Okay, perfect. Well, AC,
Darren, you wanted to say something?
No, I just want to add to that. Because like there's a lot of TCGs that already exists, right? With quite a lot of unique mechanics. So we did have quite a bit of inspiration across, but I think for what we have, because of Pixelmon as a whole, because you have different kind of evolutions, right? So one thing throughout TCG is like RNG can be a pain, right? So one of the design of the suspend mechanic is to like not only reduce RNG, but kind of make it so that you don't have like an Evo 2, Evo 3 sitting in your hand doing absolutely nothing. So the suspend kind of like helps you to, it feels more interactive basically.
Yeah, and you guys said that like you want this to be a fast-paced TCG, right? Like there's two spectrums to TCGs, right? Like there's the long drawn out ones, and then there's ones that are like bam, bam, bam. You're playing cards, you're wiping boards, and then you're just constantly doing that every turn. And I'm assuming that's what this one is.
Yep, pretty much.
Cool. Well, on that, let's bring AC, if you can pop that back up on screen, and then Passion or Darian, if you guys actually want to walk us through what we're seeing here, and then after that, Vi, we can dive into the exciting tournament details and really talk about that. I know you're super hyped up about talking
Yeah,
about that,
absolutely.
so let's walk through the gameplay first, because I already see a bunch of people in asking when they can play and stuff like that. So this is available right now, right? Like they can, if they have an Android, they can
Yeah,
go onto the
you
store and download
you
it.
guys can play right now. In fact, you know, you should play right now. So when the tournament starts, you're ready, I guess.
Exactly. So there we go. I want this screen and I want it like this. There we go.
Oh, there. Yeah, much better. Yeah, I think our guild leaders are very excited. Maybe we can have guild tournaments. Guild versus
Well,
guild.
again, we're gonna be seeing who's top dog, but we'll get into the details after. Passion, Darian, what are we looking at here?
All right.
Yeah, so here we have like the entirety of the home menu. So it is in the middle there, you can see like this basically quests. On your left, you have your little cards, which is basically a deck, so you can quickly move through your decks, that kind of thing. And then here we have the practice mode. So this is where you can basically match up against a bot real quick. So you would probably want to, like, if you want to see how well a deck is doing without like committing to it, and this is one of the good way to test it out. Yeah, here
Yeah,
also
right.
we
So
have
for
your
starters, yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, for starters, what cards do we need to redraw?
Everyone have their own play style, but for me personally, I would withdraw tier Evo 3 cards. Yeah.
Do we have any like meta strategies? I know almost every TCG I've played, there's kind of a few go-to strategies and then strategies to counter that. Do you guys have any tips for players that are joining? Is there like a rush strategy or anything like that that people should either watch out for or try out the gate?
There is a couple. So far, my favorite is the fire element because it's quite of a rushdown deck. So it'll definitely snap you really quick wins. But I wouldn't say that's the meta. There's quite a bit of cards to mess around with. But a go-to would be the fire element cards for now.
Got it. Good to know. So here AC is deciding what to play.
Yeah, quick. You have 14 seconds left.
It's quick time, AC. You gotta drag and drop
Yeah,
here.
that's fine.
They said it was fast paced. They weren't kidding.
Oh yeah, it is very. So what I tried is to suspend my second tier fire Charmandu, and then drop this one to attack. There.
So, Passion, Darian, do you guys like to like have board control? So you keep the board empty on the opponent's side, or
Typically, yeah, it it can be fun when you're just like snuffing out your opponent back to back. So it's a valid strategy to go for as well. Yeah.
excellent. Passion, is that your strategy as well, or do you have something else?
Yeah, my strategy is to go in for the kill, so attack where they are empty.
Gotcha.
It's really fast paced.
Yeah, I
And
can see that.
one thing I really like about this TCG also is that is a give and take, back and forth. If you see the HP on the right hand side, it goes back and forth. So uh, I think some TCG have that, but another unique thing is the mana system on the left hand side. That's the mana. So each turn you have 2 mana, but if the opponent use more than 2, so there's actually no limit. You can actually play your 6 mana card now is also possible. But once your mana go above 0, I'll say, like right now you have
Yeah.
3, right? So if you use 6, then it will go 3 mana will go to the opponent, then your turn end. So you can plan accordingly until before it goes above 0. You can plan what you want to do. So it goes back and forth also. So if you use too much mana, you give your opponent an upper hand the next turn. So there's a lot of strategy you can play with there. It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
So
Oh.
in typical strat,
when when you do suspend zone, your mana is decreasing as well.
no, the suspend is completely free. It doesn't use any mana, but you can only suspend once a turn.
One.
But you can pull out the cards from suspend. So when you suspend an Evo 2 and Evo 3, it holds in the suspend zone itself. So you can actually drag out the Evo 2 YGG Charmander. Yeah, you can just pop it on, and there you go. So you can treat it as like your backup hand or suspend hand, if you want to call it that way.
Oh, okay, very cool. So you don't essentially lose the card when you suspend it. It's just sitting in there waiting for you to use it on the next evolution.
Yep, pretty much. Then because you start at a base mana of 2, which there are some cards that you can bump it up as well. So the typical strat here would be like using a 2 mana card, swing at the opponent, then you play something else. So like you're making use of your mana while starving your opponent as well. So that's like a go-to strat as well.
Ah, okay.
I use it a lot.
And I just saw there the guy used the spell card to essentially wipe AC's evolution.
Yeah. So if your suspend zone has like Evo 2 and 3, but you don't have like any Evo 1 on fields, then you're kind of stuck. So you would like to plan it out as well.
All right, so I will be stuck. Oh,
At least for now with that one. Oh boy, is that I saw a 7 mana card in there.
yeah, I should put it on the suspend.
That's one of my favorite card there. The Florasaurus. That's so powerful.
Yeah, is that one of the meta cards there?
One of my favorite. Because if you have if you push the mana more than 2 to your opponent, it gains +2 or +3 HP and attack per turn. So very powerful.
Oh. So if you can keep that up for multiple turns, it's it can get pretty tanky, pretty strong.
Yeah. One time I got it up to until 15. Not 15, sorry. 11 or 12. So match end very fast, man.
Wow. Okay.
AC you can play the first card. That's the evil one, yeah.
There you go. BC, we're watching. We're judging. You're prepping for tournament.
Oh, how
This
did
is
I
too much
do
performance
the
pressure, man. AC, don't fall to that.
math?
We've got a few people in
Alright.
Discord already tuning in, grabbing the game. There's a few people that are a little sad though because they only have iOS. They'll have to grab an emulator.
iOS soon, guys. This one is Android only, but we're working on it.
It's okay. We understand. iOS can be a little bit tricky to get games put on there.
Oh, I don't have any one.
Yeah, you don't have any Evo 1, and there's not
Yeah.
much you can do at the moment.
Can he suspend anything for an Evo 1 or no?
As long as it's an Evo 2 and 3, you can. It's just once per turn.
Don't use that. No.
So you can buff the opponent if you'd like. Wouldn't recommend it.
No.
It's an option.
Alright.
I got confused with that card. Sometimes opponent buff me. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, I got confused. I thought that the image is like more on to attack.
Oh man, you're up against the ropes here. I guess that's good for us on stream though, because then we can go back to the main menu and talk about the other things going on. But AC,
Yeah, I suck at start. It didn't give me much of a tier one monster, so I got to almost. Oh my.
so I guess that goes back to like AC's using a default deck, but you're allowed to like build out your decks, right?
Yeah. So you'd like every other TCG, you'd go ahead and like open booster packs kind of thing, and then you can build out your decks. So it's a little different as well compared to other games where you can only put one unique card per deck. So that essentially gives you a set of 20, the max set of 20, right? So one other thing is you don't need to own the Evil One card. So let's say you locked out and got like a super rare legendary card, for example, you can by all means put the Evo 3 in there, get in game, and just like suspend all the way down to
Oh,
Evo 1 to use it.
yeah.
Alright. Wait, I think are we on maintenance right now?
That's the alpha.
I lost my connection.
I think it's fine. I think maybe we move to the tournament piece, and of course, while Darren can answer questions around the game as well.
Yeah, let's tune back in. We'll talk about the tournament itself, and maybe AC will be able to bring him back up the game after, and we can show some of that. But yeah, please, let's dive into the tournament because that's very exciting.
Yeah, we are excited to kick our tournaments with YGG on the 25th next week. So very looking forward for that. And this basically is going to be exclusive for YGG, and participation will be through code redemption. So we'll share a tutorial for how gamers and players can claim the code and join the tournament. And they're also going to be like max 1,000 redemptions. So this is some sort of a first come, first serve redemption. So make sure once the tournament is announced on the 25th to grab your spot before it runs out.
Exactly. So, guys, as we said, this is going to be our first kind of collaboration on the new website where people will be able to participate and interact with not only our platform, but grab codes to jump into this limited time event here. So, to just clarify, guys, you can grab the game today, right? Anybody can grab the game if you're on Android or using an emulator for the Android store. And you'll be able to play and essentially open packs and prepare your decks for this tournament on the 25th, right?
Correct. With note that this is not rolled out in all the Google Play Store globally. It's just in Southeast Asia, APAC region.
Okay, good to know. So I will not be playing because I'm in North America. But for everybody else who's located in the Philippines or anywhere in Southeast Asia, you guys will be able to grab the game and start playing right out the gate.
Yes.
Excellent. So they've got a few
Alright.
days to grab some cards, some packs, and really start crafting a deck worthy of tournament.
Exactly. And once things kicks off with the tournament, then players can play against one another for the length of 7 days. And then after that, we will pull everything up, and then there will be a very cool prize pool to be distributed at the end of the tournament. I guess we're going to take like 2 weeks or something post the tournament ends, and then we will communicate the updated leaderboard scores, and then YGG will be able to distribute the prizes for winners.
Gotcha. So you said there was a code people are going to have to grab.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Is that going to be directly for our website? Like they will sign up on the website for it, or are they going to some sort of landing page on the Pixelmon's website? Do we have the details of that?
Yes, I have a guide for the code claim. The code itself, I guess, will be communicated like announced on the 25th. But I can showcase a video for the code redemption, which is very short and straight to the point. And before I share it, it's very straightforward. But I'll share the video and then I'll answer any
And
questions regarding
and
it.
when just for everybody listening, no, don't worry. What we are also going to be doing is sharing with the YGG team a fully detailed tutorial and fully detailed all info FAQ doc with links to your feedback, links to getting any tickets if you find problems, how the redemption works, how the leaderboard works, all the details that you will possibly need will be shared in the FAQ doc so that all the players can have access to that, can go back to it whenever they want to see anything, clarify anything on all these things, including how in-app purchases work, or what is the price distribution like, how the leaderboard works, redemption works, all that good stuff.
Perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the Guildmaster Guide will cover all the questions and tutorials. Also, for those who are interested to become the best at the game, on Pixelmon, tcg.com/guide, you will find a lot of explanation for and strategies and how can you play the game perfectly. So that's also for you to will also be included in the Guild Master Guide as well to be shared.
Perfect.
This video here is a short walk through how to redeem the code. So once the tournament goes live, it's going to be very straightforward like this.
Perfect. So super straightforward. If anybody's redeemed anything in a game before, they'll be able to figure that out.
Exactly. You have to do is visit pixelmontcg.com and then log in with your Mon ID, and then input your guild code and then launch the game with the same wallet, and then the guild season, the tournament will activate straight away.
Excellent. And then is there like a specific tournament bracket that you're playing against, or if you just play normal games, that's going to accumulate points in a tournament?
Yeah, there will only be so we are activating one tournament for each guild during each guild tournament time. So there won't be plenty of tournaments going on except the one you are redeeming the code for. So there won't be any confusion there.
Okay, so YGG people will be battling it out to see who the best YGG players are.
Exactly.
Basically, and one thing to clarify, anybody can come and play the game while the tournament is on, but there's a special sort of tournament mode that you can use the code and play the tournament. So
Got it. Okay, so as you were saying, there's going to be limited amounts of codes. So first come, first serve to get into that bracket, to participate and fight other YGG players for the top spot and cool prizes.
yes.
Are we gonna battle it out, Colin? Are we gonna join?
Well, you can join. I can. I'm in North America. It's not available for me, sadly.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I'd have to use a VPN, hopefully, and maybe be able to work around it. But
That's what
we
I
will
do.
see.
Let's see. And
Okay.
yeah, speaking of, we see this battle passes. So question, maybe in the future, will there be a YGG team card in this
Great,
battle pass or whatever? Yeah.
great question. I will pass on this suggestion to the team, and we'll get back to you soon on that. But we'd love to explore something there for sure.
Oh, nice, nice.
So while we're in the game here, just Darian or Passion, is there anything else that we should be checking out that you want to walk people through? Right, obviously you have the play here. He's got a starter deck. He's got a pack that he can open. Do we want to just talk about a little bit about the general gameplay loop for people that maybe will start today to get them ready and prepped for success on the tournament?
Yeah. So the general core loop here is, so first you'd want to just play as much matches as you can, because you do earn gold after each match. So you can use that to open booster packs. And once you do, you just upgrade your deck, play around a bit, and you go from there. So the quest that you see right now, so that's basically the guide quest. So you're giving out like booster packs for you to start things off. So just little instructions of like edit your deck, save your deck, that kind of thing. Once the guide quests are all done, you will see something else. And those quests your typical quests like play certain mons, play certain spells, that kind of thing. Once it's all done, you'll actually gain Battle Pass XP. Then from there, you'll be able to get more stuff as well.
Exciting. So general gameplay loop. Yeah, AC, you could build a deck there and see maybe while we have Darian and Passion here, they can help you craft a deck with what kind of cards you have there.
Well, wouldn't want to give up too much. But yeah, for red and green, because red is more aggro, right? Like your typical fire aggro, fire elements kind of thing. Red colors, they're more aggro. Green is more towards ramp. So they typically get thicker over time, and then you have spells to buff monsters as well. So red, green, you'd go for. You probably need to open way more booster packs, then you'll see more selection as well.
Let's see. Wait. Let's exit first and maybe open more packs.
You've got
Okay.
3. I think you might need to open quite a few more.
Yep. Let's see what I got. Oh, nice. I got water. Aki, is this a spell card or is it
Yeah.
a avatar?
So spell cards, the top left actually shows the element. So it's actually an air type of card, and the top right is your mana, of course. So this one's a fire card, for example. Pretty good for aggros as well, beat down decks.
All right. Next, let's open another one.
So hope you get something is obviously there's a rarity to cards too, right?
Yeah, so the border itself is what shows the rarity. So you have green showing that it's common, blue is rare. You have purple, which is epic. So you can get epic cards from the Battle Pass. And then you have the gold borders, which are the legendary cards. Pretty strong, pretty tough to get.
Give me the lock. Oh
Oh,
my
there we
god,
go.
the live stream, yeah.
Oh,
there
got
we
it.
go.
Legendary card. Woohoo!
Oh my god.
Pretty lucky.
This
big.
card
Yeah,
is
very
so
good.
annoying. The moment you play this card, all the monster in the battlefield go back to the hand.
Oh,
This is awful and very annoying.
Ooh.
Yeah, so your
Wow,
air
very
elements
lucky.
are more utility based. So bouncing cards is one of its specialty. So
Nice.
you could probably go back to the home menu real quick. I just want to tell the player base. So on the right, on the play button, that's where you can actually select the game modes. You can click into that. Yeah, so practice is where you'll go up against bots, and then duel is where you can go PvP. So you can play against real players in real time. And once you'll enter the promo code, you will see the your event basically that's gonna come out here.
Nice.
excellent.
So, yeah.
Lucky
excited for
lucky
this one.
you. Yeah, you're probably excited now that you have a legendary.
Definitely.
What a pull.
Got the
Yeah,
last
very
Literally,
one.
when Darian was saying it's hard to pull, it comes his way, huh?
Yeah, exactly at the right spot.
Hey, luck of the stream, right? It's luck of the stream.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys put in so much pressure on the guy. I think he deserved it.
Maybe that's gonna pull you to victory in the tournament, ACs, just because you have a legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, guys, that's why people got to start playing early, right? Like they need these cards to give them a little bit of an edge.
One important note to mention as well is the in-app purchases are live right now, so you can purchase gems. That's through the Mon web app, and then you will have to log in with your Mon ID, the same email you used in the game, and then select the quantity of gems you want to buy. You need to top up Mon on Avalanche Network or bridging or with your debit or credit card, and then you would receive the quantity of gems that you have purchased inside the game. And one important note as well is that after the guilds tournament season ends, there will be a server reset at the end of the season, but we will give 120% gem rebate to the same account at the start of season one. And this is when we're going to have an even bigger prize pool. So had to mention that so that everyone knows that there will be a reset, but we will rebate everyone for any in-game expenditure.
Oh man, so does that mean that legendary AC pulled? He will have to hopefully get it back.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
get it back.
Oh no.
Oh man. Well, AC, hopefully your luck is as good when the full game launches and you're not stuck with poopy cards out the gate. Um
Yeah, I'm gonna grind this with our YGG fam and our game nights.
yeah, get them ready for success. We want to see some good matches in the tournament, not just people with starter decks. I want to see people fury crafting. Maybe you should hit up Dizzy. See if Dizzy, our regional
Oh yeah.
card champion, will get into this. He's a parallel master, so maybe he'll be just as crazy
Sick.
for Pixelmon. Yeah, he's nuts.
100%.
So as you guys said there, the tournament's gonna be live on the 25th. Guys, get ready. That's also when hopefully Harbor should be live, which is gonna be the platform that YGG is gonna be building on. So you guys have a lot to look forward to coming up. Do we have a general launch date for the game itself, the TCG Vi?
Soon.
Soon. Okay, soon.
I think, yeah, look, we want to launch it, of course, as soon as possible. We are going to be doing this, this phase where we're going to be doing these tournaments with a few guilds, and the team has been working tirelessly day and night to get the iOS build, the global build out. So soon, definitely this year. If I had to take a bet or take a guess, I'd say, later in the year, but soon. We're very excited. This for us is just the start, and we really want to launch the game to the world with a huge prize pool for the Web3 audience. We have some other very, very cool and interesting things that we are doing. One thing I will say though is that all the YGG players who play, whether they win or not, when the right time comes and we do some activation that I can't talk about right now, we'll make sure we uh, do something nice for all the guys who play.
Oh, so I definitely need to use a VPN then and get in. That's what I'm hearing. When
I
Kevin
didn't say that. When Kevin Plushy, you know what? I literally have this here, the Kevin cap that I shifted to whenever we meet next, or if you're coming to Token 2049, the YGG Summit in November, we'll make sure there's enough there, and we are happy to send some to the YGG fam.
Excellent. Yeah, everybody loves sweet merch, and I could see Kevin as a little plushie roaming around. Might be an idea for you guys. We do have one final question before we jump off here from Prodigy. He just wants you guys to confirm that he's looking at the right token. So it's the Mon token, right? MON.
Yes, MON.
Perfect. Sitting at $4.61 now. Nice and comfy. That's right? Is that right?
I've just sent the link of coin market cap for Mon,
Yes.
but in the FAQ doc we'll also share how to do. So there are two ways to buy. There's in-app purchase, or you can go to the website where you can buy with Mon. Uh, so there are two ways to go about it, but I've sent the link for the token on CoinMarketCap, and let me also send the Twitter for Mon Protocol. Oh, Mon. Here you go.
Perfect.
On the chat, I've sent both. So you guys are not nobody's mistaken. Mon Protocol, the Mon Twitter account uh, is the one that you should verify all your information with. It has 850,000 followers, so that's the one you should go with. And then all the other information. In fact, the Pixelmon account, let me share it as well. There we actually tweeted about the game yesterday. So feel free to go through some of the details. And in the coming weeks, we're going to be putting more content out on our game. And then 25th, of course, we'll make the announcement on the tournament.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Vi. Guys, anything you want to plug before we hop off here and wrap up? Or did we cover it all, Vi, Darian, Eamon, and Passion? Did we get it all covered? Nothing else that you want to shout out? We've got all the important dates.
I don't know if we're gonna share the prize pool right now, or if you guys will do it. We're fine either way. But other than that, I think very excited to see what you guys feel, how you guys like the game, your feedback, any suggestions you guys have. I believe we're gonna, if I'm not wrong, we're gonna have a channel in the YGG Discord for you guys to give feedback, so that our team can learn about what you guys feel while the game, while you guys are playing the game, not just from a tournament point of view, but also how you feel about it and what we can improve. So that when the time comes for the global launch, we can sort of take care of those feedback and input them in our game.
Yeah, we'll definitely be having a channel where not only can you get feedback, but I'm sure some people will be trash talking their opponents. friendly
Definitely.
trash talk, obviously.
Friendly trash. Yeah.
Vi, Sam said that we could essentially share all the details, so I would much rather you guys hype up the prize pools.
Yeah, look, absolutely. The prize pool is going to be $4,500, and we are very excited for this to be the first guild collaboration that we are doing for our TCG launch. So hopefully that's exciting. And like I said, all the TCG players who play the game will make sure at the right time. I can't give you specifics and details or anything. I'll rather let it be a nice surprise later on. But we'll want to do some cool stuff for you guys later on when the time comes. But I'll leave it for later. So anybody who's playing, we'll want to take care of you later through some other things that we are going to be dropping. But yeah, like the prize pool is going to be 4,500, and you guys will have the chance to win it. So hopefully it's exciting.
Yeah, and that's in USD, or is that in Mon token?
I'll have to check on. Go on, Ivan.
In USDC.
Perfect. There you guys go. Our Filipinos love USDC, right? You tell them it's $4,500. They might say, "Is that pesos?" Is it pesos? Not so much, right? So always good to clarify that. So guys, hefty prize pool, and again, this is going to be limited to only X amount of people. So it's not like you're fighting hundreds of thousands of people, right? You'll be fighting. Do we have a set number of how many people are going to be able to participate, Vi?
Yes, we have a max of 1,000 redemption for the code, so max 1,000 participants. So
that's pretty good odds. Pretty good odds. So
yes.
Guys, get in there and get battling. Get your Pixelmon. Is Kevin a card in there? Can I get Kevin? Can I battle with Kevin in the TCG?
No, Kevin is not included.
What? He's benched? Oh,
all in due time. You gotta get your best guy later, not at the first attempt, right?
I think so. I guess so. Maybe some feedback for your team there. How can you not have Kevin in the TCG? Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining and taking the time. I'm sure we'll be chatting some more once the tournament's actually live, maybe after the tournament finishes, we can circle back and do some sort of stream to reward the winners. But let's work on it, and a pleasure to have you guys as our first partner as we do this platform swap. Extremely exciting, and can't wait to see what one of our YGG players comes out on top. Maybe don't tell Dizzy AC. Keep the playing field level. Dizzy comes in, it might not be fair for nobody.
In the later part, yeah.
He's just that good. You guys should see this guy Fury crafting. Like, he's got spreadsheets, he's calculating numbers for optimal strategy. He might be too good.
He's pain in the ass in the tournament.
But again, thank you so much, guys, for joining, and we'll catch you around. Cheers.
Thank you.
Great chat, guys. Thank you so much for hosting us and having the team. Super excited to do this with you guys, and hopefully you like the game. Hopefully, may the best win, I guess. Unless you get Prodigy, and then I'm sorry, guys. I don't think you'll.
No. We'll unless somebody from his guild tells him. I think we'll hold off this round. He'll be crunch. Although the game's so new, he won't have numbers to crunch. So who knows? But again, thank you so much for you guys all joining and taking the time. We'll catch you up. Hope you guys are prepared to be getting pinged and blasted with people asking for info.
Sure.
All good. Excited for it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We will catch you in the next one.
Metaverse.
Thank you.
See you.